Well, that was a good run. I don't even know why that Tattle tech skip failed. My angle was good. So, if anything, my position was bad because I was too far from the flower. That's what I'd have to guess. I, like, wasn't... When I landed on the flower, I wasn't in the range to get inside of it. So, my position was bad. Which sucks, because the range that you can stand on is actually huge. Like, there's a huge range of positions you can stand for that. Yeah, that was world record. It's so easy for me to PB if I can just get a good run past Georg. If I get by Georg today with a good run, it's probably gonna PB. Like, I'm that confident right now. Because look at this, 40, 40, 34, 22. Alright, all those big time saves are all, like, in the second half of the run. So if I make it by the first half, and, like, I'm on decent pace, like, that's it. It's over. It's a PB. That's all it's gonna take. Mask of Truth. I wish I could, I wish I could. Sub 230 isn't possible in this category. I'm, like, fairly certain of that. Look at my sum of best. My sum of best is still a 230-31. And my sum of best isn't, like, that bad. Like, my sum of best will probably go sub 230. But then, like, even if it is sub 230 at some point, how realistic is it that I ever match that and actually get a sub 230? And Andre, thank you so much for the 6-month resub. And hey, Midnight! How are you? You're here for the best part of the run? Although I guess if you're used to Wind Waker, this doesn't seem that bad. Because Wind Waker's is longer. I'll never be able to match Tass, but her Tass is too good for me. Yeah, that was a decent logs. That was a good one. The spelling in the posters behind me is backwards because my cam is inverted. So that when I look at chat, I look to the right instead of, like, off to the left. Type Racer. I would play Type Racer, except Type Racer would probably cause my computer to explode. That's all it would take to push it over the edge, right? I just need one other thing running, and all of a sudden my computer's done for. It would explode. I can't take it anymore. Do a Ganonless run, and dude, Andre, I'll do it right now. Actually, Midnight, I'm probably going to be finishing up my Wind Waker learning soon. I'm basically done with low percent. I've made it through a good chunk of the run today. And I'll, like, know the whole run soon, and then I'm just going to start learning Wind Waker again, too. And I already have the first, like, 2 hours. And like, I already know both Wind Temple and Earth Temple, because Ace taught me them. Ace and Trog and Cryptic. I mean, I'm not half bad myself, Seedborn. When I've played Type Racer, I generally get, like, 100s to 105s on average. Although I think Finir gets, like, 110s, 115s. I'm not half bad. I make a lot of errors is the problem, because my keyboard isn't that good. I wish I had, like, a mechanical keyboard to play Type Racer. Instead of, like, a laptop keyboard, because my laptop's keyboard is just awful. I hate typing with it. Like, it's not bad, but it's not, like, it's not a good keyboard by any means. Hey, he opened the door this time. Already better than last run. I'd believe it, Seedborn. Sounds like something he'd go for. He's already a legend. Dude, I see some of the, like, the best times, like, the best scores or whatever for, like, documents or whatever, passages on Type Racer, and they're all, like, in the 200s. I'm like, how do you even type at 200 words per minute? That is insane. Hey, it worked. Okay, well, this will be a very, 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 very good ocarina time. Hey, Node. Dude, I've upgraded my tech smashing strats to include C-Up. There are 3 buttons that advance text in this game, and they are A, B, and C-Up, but everybody's lazy and only mashes A and B. You gotta upgrade your game and mash C-Up. Even though it's a control stick on the GameCube controller and sucks to mash. It's not like a button on the N60. It's so much easier to mash C-Up on an N64 controller because it's a button. No thanks, Whiskers. N64 controller actually ignites my carpal tunnel pretty bad. I don't think I could use it. Ever. GameCube controller is always going to be the controller. Is the controller. Although, maybe I could use, like, oh, what are they called? What are those, like, N64 substitute controllers called? I always forget what they're called. But, like... it's a brand name. Hori controllers, Hori pads. I've never tried one of those, but I hear, like, Hori pads are pretty good. I don't know. I'd be willing to try out a Hori. I always hear really good things about them, and I know somebody else who's like in this exact same boat as me and has a problem using N64 controllers due to hand problems associated with them, and they're able to use a Hori, no problem. So I'd actually be on board with trying one of those someday, but at the moment I don't have one, and I have no need of one. I have no need of one. So. Yeah, it's personal preference to Sylph. I prefer this game. I don't have as much fun with the OT. My previous run master died to failing TCS and already being behind. Hey, Bommy. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't see how Hessing would be any different using a Hori. They would be about the same. The dead zone for VCMM is, like, programmed in. It doesn't change much between controllers at all. Yeah, like, it's programmed into the game. It's not gonna change much because of controller at all, like I said. I backflip because I'm bored. Yeah, this is a backflip only run. Backflip everywhere. This is really slow, but me going slow at this part of the run does not matter. Butter, I really try. You can't give me a hard time for this. I'm like trying to play the game and read chat at the same time, and it's hard. Ooh, the door might be too open. Oh no, we're good. Dang, Diamond, that's harsh. You expect too much of me? Oh. This part of the run, though, I don't even have to look at the game, I guess, but... I don't know. Alright, so like I said before, this is going to be a really good ocarina time, actually, because I got a really good HMS skip. Like, it was really good. I think I like got in the load zone at either 7:41 or 7:42. So I'm actually not quite sure what time I'm going to get, but it's going to be very good. Especially since there were really no mistakes in first cycle at all. That would have taken away from my time save from HMS. So this is going to be really good. I'm going to start ahead by a couple seconds. That's called a gainer diamond. A gainer works by backflipping, but then targeting the first frame that you can in the middle of a backflip. And when you target a wall, the way the game works is when you target any wall in this game, it places you in front of the wall a set distance away. So if you target the first frame, or actually the first 2 frames in this circumstance, because that gainer is a little bit easier than most gainers. But if you target right away, you'll target the wall again before the backflip carries you too far from the wall. And when you target the wall, you'll be placed back in front of the wall, despite the backflip supposed to take you away from the wall. So since it puts you back in front of the wall, you're able to grab it. Finir's PB is a 235, a high 235. A 235.41, I think. Dang. I got 8 seconds out of 8 seconds of time save in Rainbowed. That is my second 1649 ever. There's gainers in OOT, but you can't grab ledges out of them. So gainers do exist in OOT, but your character will not grab the ledge despite being close enough to for some reason. So I don't know why. You can gainer, it's just useless in OOT, basically. So in OOT, generally to grab high ledges, they'll use ground jumps as opposed to gainers. Ground jumps are also in MM, but they're the slower alternative. Gainers always outspeed ground jumps. I can't think of any like RTA uses of gainers in OOT. Like, obviously they're really useful in MM, but like in OOT I can't, nothing comes to mind like, oh, I would use a gainer here to do this. That doesn't come to mind at all, really. I would hope it would sub 5 Seedborn. I'm going to be returning to 100% whether or not NOP beats or not. That doesn't change whether or not I return to it. How good or bad NOP does in 100% does not affect me in the least. I'm going to return to the category because I want to do better, not because I want to preserve some silly world record. I want a 457 in that category, and I've been saying that for months. Hey, Ardos. Cobra Bro, you might be thinking of a ground jump. A ground jump is when you can store a ground jump by shielding and trying to pick up a bomb while targeting with your sword out, and that'll store a ground jump, and then you can just kind of jump up. And they use that several times in a lot of categories in OOT. I see it the most in, I believe it's used in Forest Temple to get, like, skip the block puzzles. Yeah, I think a lot of people, the first time they ever watched my stream was 100%. Because I did do 100% for a very, very long time. I'm gonna go back to it. I'm like I said, I'm not done with it. I don't know if I'll ever be done with 100%, honestly. It's 100% is so long and filled with so much RNG and so much execution that it's like just impossible to get it all perfect, but I really want to anyway. Hey Eddie, my night's pretty good. I'm actually not done with Glitchless Any Percent because I'm going to be joining a Glitchless Any Percent tournament that starts in like 2 days. Speaking of, who is my allotted opponent for that tournament yet? I don't want to check because it'll just kill my computer. Otherwise I would check. I mean, 100% has a little bit more RNG than I'd like, but the run is so much fun I can generally look past it. Like, I just have so much fun running that category that it doesn't bother me that much. What I really wish was the case was that dogs were not at the end. Because dogs can kill a run. If dogs weren't at the end, I'd be a lot happier. The Any Percent tournament is still going on. We're nearly at our top 8. Currently the top 4 are me, Fanir, Ragan, and VPP. We're waiting for a couple more rounds in loser's bracket to get done. But the Any Percent tournament is going to be done soon. The last couple races are coming up and they're all going to be really cool, so you should watch them. Or else. Alright, Butter, I got you. I'll have to take him down. Phil is still in, yes. Phil has 1 loss, though. It is a double elimination tournament, so to get eliminated, you have to lose twice, and Phil has 1 loss. To Ragan. So Phil is in loser's bracket. Yeah, that link that Omni just posted, that is a link to the bracket if you want to see it. Phil's current opponent is Celestial, and then if he wins that, he will face the winner of Enop versus whoever Enop's opponent ends up being. It'll either be Jimmy or Sean. Number 2. This movement has been good, by the way, so I'm on good pace. That's true, Kova, bro. Hey, Cody! Hey, Onum. Is it even possible for the Super Mario Bros. World Record to be beaten by 1/100th of a second? I don't think that's possible, because I think that game's 60 FPS, so there's no interval where you'd beat it by a 1/100th of a second exactly, unless I'm mistaken. You could beat it by 1/60th of a second, or, like, intervals of that. Please, get ISG. Oh my god, I just sat there for about 10 hours attempting to get ISG. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That was like such an obvious late roll. Got the hole in one though. Alright, come on. Good grotto. Let's see it. There goes my extra chew. This is a really slow grotto. But it could work, as long as I get this. That was a really slow grotto. I don't have anything to monitor heart rate. Like, I don't have a device to do that. Plus, I can't tell you enough how, like, out of USB ports I am right now. Alright, so I have 7 total USB ports. My computer has 4. And one of them has a USB hub plugged into it that has 4 more. So obviously that's like 8 total, but one of the initial ones is being taken up by the USB hub. So 7 total USB ports. One of them is being taken up by my capture card. One of them by my headset. One of them by the USB hub. One of them by my microphone. One of them by my webcam. One of them by my input display. One of them by my wireless mouse. And the only one that I could substitute for something else would be my wireless game controller. But that would have to be into my USB hub, and we've already learned that my USB hub has trouble, as it is, managing the webcam. It fails sometimes, because it's getting overtaxed. Hey, Skazi! Thanks, dude. I had a really good HMS skip this run, Skazi. It was actually really insane. It's one to learn from. A sub 1650 ocarina is like one of the best ocarina. It's an insane ocarina for this category. I don't know if anybody who's gotten better than a 1649 in Hundo or All Masks. With the in-chest, because obviously there's Terminal Rupee strats that save time, but with in-chest, 1649 I've never seen lower. not saying that, Skazi. I'm just, oh my god. I mean... Was it? No, I was not saying... Oh my god. I was supposed to take off Deku Mask before soaring. I'm pretty sure I lose a frame to keeping Deku Mask on. I'm just messing with Skazi. I wasn't being serious. Was not being serious, I was messing with Skazi. See, and now I'm gonna lose a frame to having Deku Mask on, because Link turns towards the camera and I have to spend a frame turning back around. Ideally, you want to take off Deku Mask before you soar, where it doesn't matter what direction you're facing. Hey, Math Girl! Dude, I am behind on in-game time. I'm sorry, Skazi. I'm pretty upset about that frame, too. And I'm being 100% serious because it's such an easy frame to save. It's like the easiest of... It's like... It's the freest frame. Just remember to take off Deku Mask earlier. That's all it is. But of course, I have to go waste that frame. No, this game is garbage. Nah, I really love this game. So it is. No, Kova bro, I just started hitting them, so I didn't bother. And I haven't really missed any super slides. I've missed like one super slide today. I was just having a bad day for super slides. See, Skazi, that frame is why you don't have sub 2. Like, I'm being honest here. You can't do that, Cody. You can't index warp to the platform where you, like, play New Wave Bossa Nova, because the warp point for that is having been inside Zora's domain. So you had to have basically been there to have that warp point. So that won't work. Also, beating Adawa first is very slow. You never want to beat Adawa as your first boss in any run. Whenever you beat Adawa first, you get an extra cutscene. So, beating Adawa first is a bad idea. And going to Snowhead without Bow is also a bad idea. What's my in-game time? If it's past 1, I'm probably gonna have to do slow alien segment. Yeah, it's past 1. This was a slow... It was because of the slow grotto. I'm gonna lose all of my time. Hey, kitty! You can't skip the cutscene for the first boss you beat, though, Cody, or else you won't get Oath to Order. And normally Georg is the first one you beat. So if you put Georg off for later, then whatever one you end up beating is going to be the first one, so you can't skip it no matter what. No, the extra cutscene you get if you beat Adawa first is the one where Tattle apologizes. You always watch the water being purified no matter what. The extra one is Tattle apologizing. That one will not play if you beat Adawa, like, second or third or fourth, but if you beat him first till that cutscene plays. But even if it's your first time playing Adawa, or beating Adawa, the game only checks to see if it's, like, the first dungeon you've beaten. Or something. Kitty, thank you so much for the 513 sub. It's insane. How have things been going for you recently, Kitty? I have to do slow aliens. I was not fast enough. If my Swamp Gossips was better, would have been fine, but my Swamp Gossips this run was slow. It's that same way with, like, Skazi, if you think this game doesn't try with flags, you gotta see OOT. I cannot, to this day, I cannot even believe that, like, the trigger for being able to beat the game for Light Arrow cutscene and just being able to beat the game is having only the Shadow and the Spirit medallions. Like, that blows my mind. That you don't need all the medallions to beat the game. The game checks if you have 2 of the 6. It's like, if you have those 2, you're good. You got them, you're probably fine. I don't know if they fixed that in OOT 3D. The guy to ask that would be Ben Stevens, the OOT 3D master. Literally nobody knows more about that game than Ben Stevens. If you ask him, he'll have the answer most likely. Well, actually, yeah, he'll definitely have the answer to that question. What? Why'd he bounce? Yeah, we're definitely doing slow alien segment. I have to soar. That's unfortunate. It's the best improvised movement of my life. They didn't fix it in OOT. That's legendary. Didn't learn their lesson. Oh, this sucks that I have to soar to Milk Road because I wasn't fast enough. If I was a little bit faster, I could have avoided the Song of Soaring. The Song of Soaring is very slow. Yeah, they broke the Dampe Heart Piece flag in OOT 3D. As far as I know, when you get Dampe Heart Piece, it never, like, sets a flag that you can no longer get it, so you can just keep getting it. It's, like, really good. Really? I want full magic. I'm barely missing any, but I want full magic. Exactly, Kitty. You're on target right there. How long am I streaming for today? Probably a good another 3-4 hours. Depends on like when my runs die, because if it's like getting late, then I can't start a new one. I'm gonna look for magic. Please give me a magic drop for fun. I would like full magic, please. Yay! Alright, we're good. Well, this is boring. I'm losing time because I had to soar here. If I had rolled here, it would have been much faster. But I had to soar to save in-game time. That sucks. That's a lot of time loss. Dang, that Song of Soaring saves a lot of time. You wouldn't think that at first glance, but it does. That split is longer because it's, if I have splits in the middle, it would actually make my sum of best inaccurate, because that entire segment is based on in-game time, like making a certain, objective that's based on the in-game clock. And so, because that entire segment is based on the in-game clock, if I go faster, say I have it divided up into 2 segments, and I go really slow for one of them, but I go really fast for the other one, I still finish Aliens at the same time. But then if the next run I go really slow for the other one, and really fast for the other one, then it's still the same speed of the segment, but I now have 2 goals that can never occur in the same run. Because that segment is a specific length dictated by the in-game time. It can't be any shorter than what the in-game clock dictates. And so dividing it up only creates opportunity for inaccurate, series of golds. My goal time for this category is a 2:32. No, there is not flippin' bread. It wouldn't be very interesting. Guys, you should run max percent first cycle. It's a legendary category. It's like 2.5 hours of just first cycle. In order to get everything that you possibly can in just first cycle. I'm sorry, Skazi the official. I don't know. Some people are memers. Max percent first cycle might actually not be that bad if you couldn't get Bank Heart Piece in first cycle. But you can, and by definition, max percent first cycle means get everything you can in first cycle. And you can get Bank Heart Piece in first cycle, which for that category's purposes means you have to. Which makes it awful. 6, 7, 8. Where's 9 and 10? They're probably off screen to the left. I'm not going to check to the right. That's too slow. There's no way there's one further to the right. Yep, I'm right. There's 8, 9, and 10. Decent RNG. Not bad at all. How do you get the rupees? I believe the fastest way to farm the rupees for Bank Heart Piece in first cycle is to collect the red rupee near Swamp Shooting Gallery over and over again. I believe that is the current method for that. So like there's a set of bushes that contain like blue and red rupees near Swamp Shooting Gallery. You keep soaring there, or you keep going there and collecting those. There's just normal 100% flippin' bread. You can get Adult Wallet in first cycle. You cannot get Giant's Wallet. There's like a paste bin with a list of all the things you can get in first cycle. Some of the worst things to have to get in first cycle in max percent first cycle are Song of Soaring and Lens of Truth. Those are among the worst things to collect. They're horrible. I like talking during Zora cutscenes. You don't soar in first cycle. You can't use the Song of Soaring, you can just get it. Yeah, you are a Deku the entire time for max percent first cycle. There's no way out of that in first cycle. I forget, is max percent first cycle English only? I think it is, because there's like no way to get by like a snowball for some reason in the Japanese version that you need to get by. I think that ended up being the case, that it was English only. Or was it Japanese only? I think it was one of them. I forget which. It was version exclusive to one of the versions. I forget which one. It is English only. Hey, open. Bulls. Dude, I'm so happy I'm actually getting that in runs. Hey, Roan. Hey, Gary. Sorry, Gary, I didn't notice you until now. I don't know what happened. How are you, Gary? What? Didn't open the door. What do you mean, sample? What are you referring to? Thanks, Gary. I'm planning on speedrunning low percent flipping after I'm done with all masks. I'm already well into learning the category. That is my next goal. Nah, chest jump is a bad strat. Chest jump is a terrible, awful, horrible strat. It doesn't even save a pause in this category, I don't think. Please kill me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Worst Pirate's Fortress ever. Oh my god. very bad Pirate's Fortress. I'm already probably gonna end up losing time on this split just because of the Pirate's Fortress. Cam! Oh my god! I've never seen a Pirate's Fortress quite this bad in my entire life. Why is OI here failing? How did I fail OI again? I failed OI in that tank twice in a row now. Dude, that was such a bad Pirate's Fortress. I'm disappointed. Failing OI is like such a silly mistake. I mean, I know that, Skazi. Hey, Kryptonic. Next thing you know, I'm gonna fail something as easy as YOLO dives. Like, I'm failing OI is such a stupid thing, because it's like among the easiest tricks in the game. And yet, in that instance at least, I don't lose that much time to failing OI. I lose almost nothing, but if I were to fail OI here, I would probably reset. I'd lose too much time. I think to failing OI here, you lose like 40 seconds. If you do optimal movement out. So it's pretty bad. Failing OI is like worst case scenario here. Or actually, you could probably reduce the time you lose to failing OI here if you do Marco Clip. But Marco Clip sucks. So if I were to fail OI, I would try to get Marco Clip, fail, and then cry. I assume you guys are just memeing Boo. I'm out of magic. Are you serious? Please just, please. I'm gonna lose like 20 seconds on one of the easiest, most consistent splits in the run. Like, I can't even believe this. This is one of the easiest splits in the run, and I'm going to lose like 20 seconds on it. I've never run out of magic there. Hey, Jabba! Obviously, Boo. Why am I out of magic? And I'm doing pretty good, Kryptonic. Although this split is going to be a stupid time loss. All my PBs have like good early games and it's like so hard to match them. It's silly. Hey, Tungle, how's learning going? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna be like 30 seconds behind. It burns. It burns. 20 seconds lost. Oh man, Tungle, that is the hardest part of the run. You're gonna have fun. Snowhead Cycle is easily the hardest part of any percent. Once you're by that, there's like nothing left to worry about though. Like nothing hard. Except for like the Majora fight, I guess. Feel the angry. Dude, that grotto is evil. We need to route out that grotto immediately. Are you serious? Okay. My god, dude. This spider house is already off to a bad start. If I have like a good rest of the spider house, I can still save time here though. Like if nothing goes wrong, I can save a good 10-15 seconds still, most likely. But bad opening for sure. Not that I know of Firestones, just because I don't buffer things. I'm the wrong person to ask, unfortunately. But I don't think there is, actually, like, thinking about it. Like, just knowing what I know. I can't think of one. Alright, that was a really good room. Now I want to get hit by this bomb so that I have 1.5 health. I also want that magic drop. Where is it? I saw one. I knew I saw it. Good spider house overall, I'd say. I'm gonna save like 15 seconds on it. That's pretty good. Alright, as long as I hit TCS here, this is a good run. Because I can be back in the green by, like, the time I beat Great Bay Temple. No, if you hold stick, it does not affect how you die. I just do it because I can. I got the magic and the bombs, that's all I needed. Good. Run's alive. Hey, Randon. No! This run is pretty good. My previous run wasn't that bad, but it failed TCS and then it was really bad. Hey, wait! Pirate cutscene skip saves almost no time in this category. And I'm really bad at it for some reason. In this category. Like the setup for it, I'm not good at, because you use a different setup too in this category, and for some reason I'm really bad at the setup in this category. Even though it's not that hard, but I'm really bad at it. Like I try using samples setup. No, I didn't even attempt PCS. PCS saves almost no time as it is anyway. Like, the time save from PCS is so minuscule. It's basically negligible. I promised you I'd go for it in Hundo sample. And I will. Dang, I want to be yours. I don't remember saying that sample. If I remember that, like, I seriously wouldn't have, I would have gone for it and I would have practiced it more, but, like, I've been focusing in my practice on other things. I don't know. This has been a really good segment, by the way, as long as I don't mess up the easy part. Nice. Alright, this is a really good segment. I'm ahead. Hundo will continue either in May or June at the latest. I'm not sure about May. Not sure what my plans are. It may be like late May. I'm not, but June by the latest. Dang, I rainbowed by 0.8 seconds. Good segment. Really, 10 seconds? I was told it saves 5, dude. Maybe I'll prioritize it more if it saves 10. 10 means more to me than 5. A lot more. Hey, Eigenvector! Sub 455. If I sub 455 in Hundo, then I'm a legend. I don't see that being very realistic. No, all masks is like barely optimized at all. A 231 is possible in this category. My goal is only a 232 though. I'm not gonna take it too far. No, dude, I like entirely believe you. It's just I was told by somebody else that it saves 5. Which is like has been my assumption every time I like decide whether or not I want to practice it a lot or practice something else that I failed the day before. Hey, hello, Brian. Finir stopped running this category. I believe some real-life stuff happened and he ended up wanting to run any percent. Like, I don't know the specifics and I'm not gonna, like, guess, but... He wants to run any percent, and he's running any percent now. Hey, VPP! How are you? Actually, VPP... oh, wait, actually, I was about to ask why you're awake, VPP, and then I just realized you probably, like, just got up or something. It's like 7 for you, or 6. It's either 6 or 7 for you. I got all confused. Like, I know you for sure you used to be 6 hours ahead of me. And then daylight saving time happened, and now I have no idea. %100% is easily my favorite category to run. It's 8 a.m. Okay, you are 7 hours ahead of me now. You used to be 6. Then after daylight saving time, 7. Nice. Boo, I already know your sleep schedule is destroyed. Like, I'd really not be surprised with you being awake at pretty much any time, Boo. Hey, Breaker. Yeah, VPP, it's really cool. Like, Glitchless as a whole has been growing a lot in the past year. It has more runners, I'd say, than it's ever had before. Wait, what am I doing? What did I think I was doing? I'm not quite sure what I even thought I was doing. Smandolph, thank you so much for the 5-month resub, dude. Bug limit? Does anybody run bug limit? Like, it's mostly Japanese people who, like, Japanese runners that run bug limit. The only person from, like, I don't know, from the West that I've ever seen take bug limit seriously is A2Z. And bug limit seems like a lot worse of a category than glitchless just looking at it. Like, bug limit looks like a lot more RNG and a lot just more annoying to run. It does, VPP, but that, like, it's, the RNG plays more of a part in bug limit than it does in glitchless, which kind of sucks. It's like, I guess it's a trade-off. It is a trade-off. Bug limit is like the Japanese variant of glitchless. It's like, imagine there's two different variants of glitchless, and one of them is defined by the Western community, and one of them is defined by the Japanese community. Basically, they just haven't agreed on a rule set, is my understanding of it. So they run two different rule sets, and they're two different categories. Both bug limit and glitchless allow gainers. The only differences between bug limit and glitchless is bug limit allows additional things, and it allows long jumps, it allows recoil flips, clipping through ice, and escaping Clock Town in first cycle as a Deku. It allows those four things. Everything else, as far as I know, is the same. VPP, it really shouldn't matter that much. The amount of extra movement you would do would be, like, the amount of movement you'd do in both circumstances is the same, and everything else would be the same. Like, in-game time stuff would be the same. Like, I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't be okay to do Gorman Racetrack in between the two. Wow, that was really bad. Okay. A damage boost is just taking damage while, like, mid-air in order to boost you, and that's allowed in glitchless. A long jump is banned because it works differently, because it uses the momentum gained from damaging yourself with a bomb to increase the length of your jump, and that's banned in glitchless, but it's allowed in bug limit. It's Thanks, Moomin. AFR is all fairy rewards. It's a newer category where you must collect all the stray fairies in every dungeon. And then collect the reward gained by getting those stray fairies as well. Hey, Fabexo. Hope I pronounced that right. Glitchless is pretty tricky. like, I'd say the hardest parts of Glitchless are Snowhead and Great Bay Temple, so if you, like, you want to see the harder part of a Glitchless run, you would want to look at that. Also, I keep failing playing Song of Double Time, and I don't know why. There is not a low percent leaderboard. How many cycles in 100% 4? You only really do anything in 2 of them, though. 2 of them are for fun. For lack of... I don't know. You don't really do anything in cycles 1 and 4. Cycle 1 is first cycle, obviously. In 4th cycle, you basically just get 3 heart pieces and then go to the moon. I don't think I've ever seen anybody bonk against that. Wow, dude, buy a red potion, please. The current low percent world record is like 4.5-ish hours, but it could be a lot lower. He made a lot of big mistakes. Like, it could be below 4 hours, probably. It could be close-ish to 3. Done really, really well. This segment has been really bad movement-wise. Dude, why am I so bad at doing this all of a sudden? It's not... Hey, Quintessence! Really? I'm gonna lose time on this segment, most likely, even if I play perfectly from here on out. Movement has been really bad. I said hi, Quintessence! Oh, how long you've been watching me, I have no idea. Since the beginning. Let's go with that. What am I doing? Quintessence, thank you so much for the 6-month resub. Hey, dude, I didn't see you, Trog. How are you, Trog? I missed. This split's been terrible. The entire segment has been awful, dude. Just awful. I'm pretty sure just doing that alone, Trog, would make my computer explode. My computer can barely handle anything these days. Probably sample. I never thought of that. Yeah, I can do that. I'll probably work that in somehow. I don't know why I didn't think of that. That is a good idea, though. Also, Trog, oh my god, Trog, congrats on getting the money to save your hard drive, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad not all your hard work will go to waste. I really want to see that, Taz. Dude, I thought I was far enough away to get into the load zone before he hit me. Frame early. My health is weird. I really don't want to end up in critical health, which means that I need to get this first try, because I'm going to take half a heart, and anything more than that will put me in critical health. Alright, bad segment. Very bad segment. And yet, I'm barely losing any time! Oh my god. I should lose way more time than what I just lost. That was awful. Crap. Dang it. I wish I could see where the flower was. Alright, this is actually a pretty solid run. This run is 232 pace by far. I can easily 232 with this because I have all of my time saved is in the late game. Alright, Sample, have a good night. If I could 232, that would be pretty sweet. I would have my goal time in this category. Okay. Never mind, this run's garbage. Utter garbage. Sub 230 isn't realistic in this category. This is like one of the easiest segments. at this time loss to basically nothing. My PB in this category is extremely unoptimized. A really optimized run of this category would be 231. But I'm only shooting for 232. I mean, I guess a low 232 would also be really optimized. 231 is really hard to get. It needs to be a really good run. So, like, I'm only aiming for, like, a high 232, but a low 232 I think would be really good. Also, VPP, have you noticed the tournament's almost caught up? I think we're going to be able to resume very shortly. Oh, my CPU usage is shooting up. Please don't do that. I am Trog, it's soon. It's probably going to be right after all masks I'm almost done learning. It will be soon. Oh, VPP, I was just saying the tournament, the any percent one, it's almost caught up. So we'll be able to resume with the winner's bracket soon. I'm excited. Man, dude, because of the stuff that happened in Woodfall, I'm going to have to invert in a sec. I got a real PB with this route, video games. The splits I'm running against are my real PB, and it's with the fastest route. Stick crap will be involved, Trog. It sucks, too. Stick crap sucks. It just sucks. I hate stick crap, dude. Learning it was a pain. Actually, I probably should have equipped Ocarina. Because I wasted so much time in Woodfall, I'm gonna have to invert earlier than I normally would. Like, I'm gonna have to invert soonish. Can I at least deliver the princess before I invert? I think I can. Either way, it sucks. It takes me about 40 in-game minutes to complete Butler Race. So I don't want to... Yeah, I'm probably going to invert it literally as soon as I deliver the princess. I've been on them, VPP. I have been on them. Although, thankfully, there were a couple people in that, seed who helped speed it along a lot, VPP, once we got to them. So, unfortunately, equipping Ocarina is still going to be another extra pause. Ideally, you equip Ocarina in Butler Race to play Song of Inverted Time. Doing it any earlier is a wasted pause, because once you're in Butler Race, you're going to have to set your sword point for after Butler Race. And ideally, you would do that. So, ideally, those equips would have been... Wait, I need to invert. Why do I always forget to invert? I equip the Ocarina, then I don't invert. Okay, I'm going to need to be fast. Really? You cannot manually detonate the powder keg without, bow or another explosive. Alright, good flame room skip. Now can I curve this? Yes, I can. Whoops. Went a little bit too far with that, but that was still really good. Still really good. Really? Sword and shield aren't counted as items because you start as them. What matters for low percent is items that you obtain, not items that you start with. Because the point of low percent is minimizing the number of items that you add to yourself. So the ones that you start with don't count. Sonata skip isn't possible in low percent. It would require too many other items. I forget it, like, I'm pretty sure it requires, like, bombs and bomb juice, and there's a lot of shenanigans. I forget, it's been a while since I watched the Sonata skip video, but we don't have everything we need to do it. You need quite a bit to actually do Sonata skip. So, it could be in low percent, but it requires too many other, like, yeah. I know you needed hookshot. I thought you also needed bombs. I forget if you can do everything you need with just blast mask. I don't know if you can with just blast mask, but maybe you can. Like, I thought maybe you'd need bomb. Well, no, you could probably pull it off. It'd be really hard and stupid, but... who has the video of Sonata Skip? I think it's on GNS's YouTube? I forget whose YouTube it is on, but there is a video of it on somebody's YouTube. I wish I remembered whose. I think it's GNS. Svash? Okay. I don't even know if I pronounced his name right. Oh no, it is GNS. Okay, you made me doubt myself. I was like, I was pretty sure it was GNS, but then... What? Okay, that makes sense, Ben. Hey, Mighty, I'm doing pretty good. I'm on a decent run. It was a really good run until Woodfall. And then in Woodfall it started sucking a lot. I'm gonna intentionally hit one of these mines after the key, because I need to take more damage if I want a Death Warp. And hitting one of these mines will take almost no time. Why are weird shots? I can't buffer weird shots in STT. Usually I fail them when I buffer them, and then I go for them unbuffered and I get them every time. I don't know why. Like, see, I can do them unbuffered fine, but when I went for a buffered one before, I just failed it outright, because I am bad. Oh nice, I'm right next to the chest, so I can just mash bomb, place it right here. Alright, I think this might not be a fast death warp. It's either the first frame that I could have opened the chest, or it's a frame early. Let's see, is this a fast death warp? Nope. Frame early, I think. It looks like it might have worked. I was close, but not quite. How did I even hit that? Like, the screen was shaking like crazy. Couldn't see a single thing. Oh man, I get to use that new inverted stone tower clip. That saves like only like 5 seconds and only if you like 2 or less pause it. It's like so hard to be consistent at this new clip, but maybe it's just because it's new. I have spent a decent amount of time practicing it though, like quite a bit actually. One more frame. There we go. 2 pause. The bunny hood is actually fun to use. As useless as it is 90% of the time, I do think it's fun to use. But it's still useless 90% of the time. Hey Brittany, how are you? And this run sucks. At least I still made it over the spike thing, but oh my god. I would have golded this segment if that hadn't happened. Alright, I can save 40 seconds here. We're finally... I'm barely behind my PB, and the rest of the run is just giant time save. Like, all of it. The entire rest of... Like, except for Lullaby Skip. But, like, the rest of the run besides Lullaby Skip is just giant time save. Because my PB is so bad. Come on, Blue. Come at me. Oh, bad RNG. Come on, just please attack me. Dude! I hate Giant's Mask Twin Mold so much. Giant's Mask Twin Mold is so frustrating. It's not nearly as consistent as arrows. I'll never use it in Hundo. I'll always use arrows in Hundo. It's so frustrating, the Giant's Mask fight. I still saved like 20 seconds with that fight. Dude, Trog, it's so bad with Giant's Mask. Like, there are some people who legitimately prefer it with Giant's Mask, and I don't understand them. I really think when using Giant's Mask, that fight comes down more to RNG than it does with arrows. It's a lot less RNG and much more skill-based when you use arrows. But with Giant's Mask, you kind of have to hope for a good... Like, the ideal pattern when you're fighting them with Giant's Mask is you hope they just ram right at you so that you can crouch stab them repeatedly. And if you get anything else, then the fight's, like, really hard to make fast. If you get optimal RNG with Giant's Mask, it can be very slightly faster than, like, a perfect arrow fight. But it's just not worth it, in my opinion. Like, arrows being way more consistent, in my opinion, makes them the superior option. Like having to fight him with Giant's Mask in all masks. I mean, it wasn't a bad Giant or Twin Mold fight. It just wasn't perfect. Come on, arrows. Yay, the worst possible RNG! Fantastic. I just wanted arrows, and it gives me Deku Nuts. Pretty sure that means I'm gonna need to empty something out of a bottle in 4th cycle, because I'll have too many things. Like, I won't have an empty bottle, I think. Yeah, Trog, plus I need to freeze time. With Giant's Mask, I can freeze time and have act like with the text box. Might not be as restricted, because once you do that, you can't pause. At least I got arrows. fantastic. I'm gonna lose like 20 seconds on this lullaby skip. At least. Oh, never mind. I'm probably losing more like 30. Looks more like 30. RIP. Really bad lullabies. Lullaby skip. I'm like doing the easy version of lullaby skip, and I still got wrecked. 30 seconds of time loss. Alright. I have arrows, so there's no RNG left. I should just get action swap and be good, right? I won't miss it. Please don't miss it. I got it. And I have arrows, so I'm good. Can I have bombs? My bomb counts like really. Thank you. More arrows. Okay. 38 seconds of time save here. My hand is like very twitchy right now. Having a hard time making precise adjustments. Goron always beats the Wintrog. Even the worst possible RNG, the Goron wins out. How is this almost gold? I mean, there was a really bad Scarecrow skip. I'm still saving like 30 seconds though. So I'm ahead again. Hey, mutant. I don't need those arrows. I have plenty. I got 2 arrow drops already. This could save a lot of time. I could be almost a minute ahead if the rest of this segment goes well. And it has, like, the only thing that's really left is this BK skip with the Chew, which I'm kind of iffy on doing this BK skip with the Chew. Let's do it. And then, okay. Okay. I guess that could have been worse. Like, the grabbing ledges, though, is so slow. I hit the wall. Really bad goat fight. Sloppy. But I'm gonna be like 40 seconds ahead. Alright, Mutant. Like, nothing looks wrong on my end, Mutant. Like, my CPU uses, like, most of my problems, like, result from my computer just being overtaxed, but it looks fine right now. Alright, 40 seconds ahead. Solid 233 pace. Maybe, if I play really well from here on out, 232. But I think this is looking more like a 233. Stick. Alright, last use of Bunny Hood. Treasure it while it lasts. You think your TV's too big? I guess that's possible, I don't know. My resolution isn't the highest, mainly because I'm not streaming like a super high HD game. Oh my god. Bunny Hood isn't used on the moon in all masks. You use Goron Mask on the moon. Goron Mask outpaces it on the moon in all masks because you don't have Great Fairy Sword to use as a human. So there's no reason to use Bunny Hood because you don't have a strong enough weapon to make it worth it. Or unless you're talking about that, like, one use where I use it for, like, 2 seconds, not even. That doesn't count. Yeah, this is another in-game based time segment. It's a little bit longer. It's not quite as long as Aliens. Nah, dude, Goron Mask is cool. Goron Mask is really good. Shoutouts to DF, who crouch stabbed the wall, recoiled back into the Skulltula, and died there. This tree is programmed by an infant. Bad tree room? Again, the statement stands. You should have programmed it better, if that was the case. Hey, Jelster, thanks, man. This is a pretty good run. 232 is looking unlikely. So I'm not done with all masks yet, unless this somehow miraculously becomes a 232. Yeah, those jump slashes are great, yeah. Yep, that's fast. I get it. I've taken a couple programming courses. Hey, Mask of Truth. Just got your namesake. It was a decent swamp spider house. Really, 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 really. I was so certain that the spike roll was going to break it, so I stopped and took it off and... Thanks, Phantom. How have you been recently, Phantom? I don't get a chance to talk to you that much anymore. There's no Mask of Truth segment because this segment is in-game time-based, so it wouldn't make sense, Mask of Truth, I'm sorry. It just would, like, it would result in an inaccurate sum of best, and it's not your fault, it's Blast Mask's fault. Maybe you should have a talk with him. I stream at night, Phantom. Why do you work at night? It's just the timing, then. All the pots look exactly identical. There's no indicator. You just have to know where it started, and so know where it'll be. Because the pot always starts in the same place, but other than that, there's no, like, way of knowing where it's gonna be. Yeah, Jelster. Like, if I didn't have school, I could stream earlier, probably. I'll probably be streaming earlier over the summer. It's gonna be pretty nice. Summer is always nice, because I can start in, like, the early afternoon and then still go to this time. Generally. It's really nice. I'm not working at night. I don't consider this a job. It is a hobby to me. Oh, I should have used Zora. I should have kept Zora mask on. Or no, wait. I need Goron mask to get the Stray Fairy. What am I talking about? Shaggy, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Link, thank you for grabbing that ledge. My first job ever was working on my campus's local co-op. It was terrible. Literally half the people who worked at the co-op I worked at were from the same family. And if you weren't, like, from that family or got a recommendation from that family, you were not going to get a job there. It's pretty great. And then, because I wasn't from that family, even though I got the job because I had the recommendation from a friend who was in that family, I feel like I was not given good hours. I was always given, like, the hours nobody else wanted, and if anybody else wanted my hours, they could basically get them. Like, they'd come and ask me, like, oh, this person really needs your hours, they need the extra money. Would you mind? And, like, I didn't really have a choice other than to say yes. So, it was an awesome place to work. I'm glad I got out of there. Hey, Shaggy. Thanks again. It was just basic, like I stocking. It wasn't like anything really difficult. I got really bored doing that job, I'm not gonna lie. That job really sucked. There was nothing I liked about that. That job was all around terrible, had no good points whatsoever. Sample, you said you were going to sleep! Also, Blasty makes me very happy. I don't know what it is about that emote, but that emote makes me really happy. I really enjoy that emote. Can I make it from here to Kamara Mask on time? That's what I want to do. I need to get from here to Kamara Mask and be at Kamara Mask at 12. Hey, Audie! Thank you very much. Pretty good run. Pretty solid run, actually. The biggest mistakes in this run were the really bad Lullaby skip and the really bad Woodfall Temple. And everything else was either average or better. Some of it was really good, some of it was kind of average, but not too bad. Alright, I'm just on time for Kamaro. Only have to wait a couple seconds this time around because it wasn't the fastest run ever. There were a couple small mistakes. Well, but I was still on time, so that's good. Hey Javo, thanks man. Go, go! I need to be back at North Clocktown before 12:20. That would be the dumbest way to lose a run. If I'm not back in this loading zone by 12:20, then my run instantly dies because I missed this event. That'd be such... I'd be so mad if I lost a run to that ever, because it's just some basic movement. Imagine that. Because Kamaro Mask occurs at 12:20, or a Kamaro Mask occurs at 12, and then this occurs at 12:20, so you just need to move from Kamaro Mask to this. But I'm always, like, so nervous. Let's see how fast I can do this. My PB did this really fast. Like there. Fast, nice. That's really hard to do fast, actually. That was nice. Now just, there's like one more hard trick in the run, and it's just like, it's not even hard. What am I doing calling it hard? It's like only kind of tricky. It's punishing if you fail, that's what I should say. It's not hard, but on the off chance that you fail it, your run is gonna suck immensely. Blind hovers suck. Okay. Whew. What am I doing, dude? Do I even have a free bottle? I do. Okay. I made that same menuing mistake in my PB. I'm like really bad at the menuing for some reason. Jelster, I went from first night to third day with one song of double time. If you store a song of double time, and then on entering a load zone where there's no, like, cutscene, like, because you know how some areas have cutscenes for day transitions and some don't? If you enter a load zone and use your song of double time storage, when you enter it, and the area that you're entering is one that does not have a cutscene for like day transitions, then it will skip ahead many, many days. So doing that avoided a lot of song of double times that I would have otherwise had to play. Which is why it's nice. Dang, I'm on 232 pace. Dang, I could hit my goal with this run. This run sucked too. 231 is definitely possible with this category. I just don't know if I want to do it because there are other categories I really want to do. Alright, so I'm running against a gold Fierce Deity and a 6-second time save on Majora. I'm not done learning low percent though, I'm close, but I don't know if I can be ready for tomorrow. I wasn't expecting to hit 232 this soon. Using my phone to tweet this out because my computer sucks and will lag indefinitely. Alright. Let's see how Moon goes. If Moon goes well, this is probably a 232. Hey, Gano! Take a selfie with my splits. Someone should just come in and get a 231 in this category, honestly. It's really easy. This run was so bad. 231 in this category is free. Well, maybe not free, but easily doable. It's actually easier than I thought it was. I'm pretty sure ZFG was notorious to dying to Majora even with Fierce Deity's mask. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. Like, he died to Majora a lot with Fierce Deity. Hey, Kate! Yes, Kate, I am on the pace, apparently. It's a pretty decent pace, if I do say so myself. Hey Derek, thanks man. Alright, if this does 232, it'll be like the first decent PB I've had in this category. I haven't really liked any of my PBs, but if this were to PB and stay on like this kind of pace, I'd be pretty okay-ish with it. I wouldn't be completely satisfied, and I would probably come back at some point, but I think this is good for now in this category. Oh no, Derek, you lost gold dust? That stinks. Oh, I just figured out what would be the optimal equip. Dang. Whoa. just figured out a way to save a pause. Dang, this PB sucks now because I didn't do it. I didn't think of it till after. Hey Ace, I heard about your puppet Ganon skip, dude. I didn't see it, dude. I need to go back and look at the VOD. I hope you better have highlighted, Ace. I assume you did. I assume you did. Because I need to see that puppet Ganon skip. My own eyes. Actually, this run could still die. I could die to this Iron Knuckle. Sample, I've been doing that strat in this category since I started. If I die to this Iron Knuckle, that is like the only way for this run to die. But he has to hit me twice. He didn't even hit me once. See that cracked wall in the background? I'm pretty sure it will go away after this. It looked like it did. I actually understand how that works. Maybe it's either just a graphical glitch or it actually did. I'm actually not sure. May have just been a graphical glitch. Hey Shade! This run's pretty solid. I got there right as you died to Ganondorf face. It was pretty funny. You will pass if this run 232s. You will fail if this run 233s. My stream has been good all day, Shade. No technical difficulties. I think they're all ironed out. I'm actually fairly confident of that. Alright, only one trial left. This has been a very good Moon Dungeons. Moon Trials or whatever. Very solid. So I shouldn't lose it. Hopefully I don't lose any time to this gold. Like, running against a gold is kind of pressuring me, but I think I'm not going to lose much time to it, if any. Alright, ready? Bunny Hood actually gonna be useful for once. It's gonna save me, like, frames. It didn't save me any frames at the beginning of the trial because I had to wait on the platform cycle anyway. But there, actually, it saved frames right there. The Bunny Hood was a legend. That was amazing. Dang, I think I'm saving time on this Moon Trials. I'm pretty sure I am. I'm pretty sure this is a rainbow. Alright, there's some leeway for this 232. You may pass your exams yet. By the way, Sample, I tested the thing for you yesterday. I wasted time in my run to test if I could put on Zora Mask, and I could not. It would not let me. Hopefully I don't get bad RNG. Bad RNG really cannot lose as much time as it can in any percent, but it can. It's happened. Rooting for Remains to have good aim. No thanks. Alright, it's been basically as good as it could be so far. Really good RNG. Now, this part isn't RNG, it's execution. Can I get the one cycle Wrath? I really want to get it. Whenever I leave a category that has Fierce Deity, I want my final run to have this. Got it. Boom, 232. 232.45. I know that Wrath fight looks like I'm just slashing my sword a lot and he just dies instantly. But the first 3 slashes, the timing on them has to be just right, because you need to do it fast enough to get a triple slash, but if you do it too fast, he jumps away. So getting that fast of a Wrath fight is actually really hard, and I have practiced that fight for over an hour just to be able to get that fight that way, like, semi-consistently. It's a really hard fight to do the fastest you possibly can. Thanks, Omni! Thanks, everyone! Alright, I'm done with all masks for now. I hit my goal. 232. 232. Not really, Sample. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Kuroshi. Yeah, never seen a 233. And never will. That's the new meme, since originally I said I was never going to see a 127. And then I got a 127.59. What a joke. Alright, Shade, have a good night. I'm trying to tweet this up. My computer's going at like 5 frames a second trying to load Twitter. Puppet cannon skip. I don't even have the endurance for Puppet Ganon skip. Sounds too hard. Thanks, Oil Dude. Yeah, I'm finally kind of happy with my time in this category. I didn't spend, like, I wasn't, like, does anybody know how long I was running this category? When was my first run? No, I don't have a file that can do, like, I don't have a file set up to do a stick crap demo. Yeah, it would take me a bit. Plus, I'm still bad at stick crap. It would take me, like, forever. Let's wait till I'm good at it. I'm really bad at it. This run wouldn't be the worst thing to run against. There are more time, like, okay. It rainbowed Ocarina. Now both my all masks and my 100% PBs have rainbow ocarinas. Alright, guys. The key to world record is rainbowing Ocarina. If you don't rainbow Ocarina, you might as well reset. That's the key. Thanks, Raish. Thanks, Alchemist. There was a donation? Oh, let me read it real quick. Kuroshi donated $1. He said, "Grats, Trev hype." Thanks, Kuroshi. Really appreciate it. Okay. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I didn't expect to get 232 this fast. And I still am not done learning load percent. This did not fail TCS. I got it. So yeah, what were my biggest time losses? Aliens, I lost nearly 20 seconds. I didn't even get the fastest alien segment. I had to soar to Milk Road. Wow, dude. Dude, all the anime boys. And then Bunnyhood, I got good RNG. Hookshot was fine. Dude, I got the strat. I got the strat in Pirate's Fortress. New Wave Boss... Okay. At the entirety of this run, I am most embarrassed about that New Wave Bossa Nova split. When I upload this video to YouTube, I want you guys to all just skip by the New Wave Bossa Nova segment. Don't watch it. I mean, if you really want to, you can, but it's just a giant joke. It was embarrassing. Please don't watch it. It was so bad. It was so bad. And then a decent Giant's Wallet, a really good Georg. And then Adalwa was bad, lost like 30 seconds, and then save some. Lost another 30 seconds at low buy. So the biggest time losses in this run, there's 4 like significant time losses. They are Aliens, they are New Wave Bossa Nova, they are Adalwa, and they are Little by Skip. Those 4. Everything else was pretty solid. Minor time losses at worst. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, Jelster. My sum of best, it's either going to be a really low 230 or maybe a very high 229. Let's see. It is a... so close. So close. If I did a couple more runs, I'm sure it would get 229. That being said, an actual sub 230 is not realistic. It's definitely not realistic. To actually get a 229. My sum of best can go that low, but actually getting a 229, not gonna happen. 231, probably the best time possible for this category. Maybe a 230? No, not a 230. 231, 231. 231 is probably the best time I could see anybody getting. I'm like trying to think, like, I by no stretch of the imagination can I imagine a 230 happening. Like, it would have to be the God Run. No, Glitchy, no. No. Please, no. I'm done with that. Yeah, I'm done, Omni. Yeah, but Ace, I also don't suck now. Like, back when I used to claim that sub 5 wasn't possible, I was pretty bad. Like... So if you ever, like, go back and watch a past PB and hear me say sub 5 isn't possible, that's dumb. Not realistic at all. That was when I sucked. It was only not possible because I was really, really bad. I mean, I'm pretty bad, but I'm not nearly as bad as I used to be. Like, I feel fairly confident now saying that like sub 230 is not realistic. Like, much more confident saying that than when I said that sub 5 was impossible. My goal in Hundo is a 457, although I'd like a perfect run, I think could 455 or 456. But my goal is a 457 and then I'll go for there. I'll probably go lower than a 457. Hundo is like my favorite category. Like, I'm always gonna be improving Hundo. I'll take breaks, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna like be able to move away from Hundo permanently. Hundo is just my favorite. It's like so hard for me to not run Hundo. Like, I'll say that something is like my final time, the goal I want, and then I'll be like, no, that's not good enough. I need something better. I don't look for, I'm not very good at routing Alchemist, but I'm good at optimizing, like, segments, I think. I do test, like, movement and stuff in different areas to find the best way to move through areas and the best way to do things. But as far as, like, actual routing, not my strong suit yet. The people who do the actual routing have been in this far longer than me. I know that for sure. They're, like, so good at it, dude. You have to, like, when routing MM, you have to consider so much when routing a category like all masks and 100%, where there's a whole bunch of stuff dictated by the in-game clock. Because when routing something that's dictated by the in-game clock, you have to take into account the ability of runners and how good they'll be and whether or not they can do that consistently. Alright. The question is now, who to raid with the 232?